Hello everyone, I've got some news and also a collection of suggestions for Infinity Nikki in update 1.9. You can refer back to this video and use this as reference for filling up your survey, since today is a survey day. But before we start, just some quick news. They have just posted a update saying that they already received tons of feedback for the home feature and they are already going to include several quality of life improvements that are very requested, starting with undo button. So they are already working on an undo button. We will have a Ctrl+Z button in the home ability in update 1.10, which just starts at the end of this month. They are also working on the floral gliding ability visibility, so we can see better when we are building. They will also add notifications for Posy, so we know when Home Journal has rewards. They will also create a new ability wheel for our home abilities, which is a very big pain point at the moment. We have too many abilities and we have to keep changing them all the time, so we will not have this problem anymore very soon. They also reinforced that there is a teleport to the astral tree, so reaching Posy should not be a problem. You can just teleport to astral tree and talk to her. They will also add the full home templates, a volume control for the gramophone, a astralite amount display, and they will also let us preview the crafting materials when buying a sketch. So you can buy a sketch for something like a sofa. You can also preview the crafting materials for that sofa, so you can know if it's really worth buying the sketch or not. And lastly, they already confirmed we will also be able to access the realm challenges from our home. So, you know, the realm of escalation and so on, they will also add that for our island as well. So all of these major pain points are already addressed, so I'm not gonna mention them at the rest of this video. Now, for the things that they did not address, most of these things are just a compilation of all of the comments that I've received, but there is also a ton of ideas and suggestions from me personally, looking at the UI and the balancing of the system most of all. So with the balancing of the system, first of all, I think it's really important that they let us exchange vital energy for home insights. This could be done with Posy instead of another Fufu, but they can create a Home-Fufu as well. If they don't want to create a new Fufu to place on the realm of exchange, we can just do this exchange with Posy herself. Just add one more option there, exchange vital energy for home insight. Since there is a home insight cap, then why don't we have the vital energy exchange like we do for every single other shape of insight? Second, we currently have a weekly astralites cap, and the cost of selling versus crafting is completely unbalanced. Sometimes it makes no sense. Let us sell to Posy unlimitedly. The cap should be to the bonus amount only. For example, if I go to Posy and I sell 200k of astralites, she will give me 200k. But if I want to keep selling to her during that week, she should be able to keep paying me. So maybe deactivate the bonus once we reach the cap. The cap could be just for the bonus amount. So once we hit that bonus amount available, we can still sell to her, but without the bonus. I think this could be a more balanced solution, so we don't have a cap on the astralites that we receive as well. We have triple cap right now. We have cap on the normal overworld seeds, cap on the astralites, and cap on the insight. It's excessive. Third, the overworld materials are currently still underused. Even though we do have them for crafting furniture, there will be a point where we don't need to craft those as much anymore. So my suggestion is make cooking to utilize all of the materials, not just home materials, so we can convert overworld materials into astralites. We do not have a reliable way to convert overworld mats into astralites yet. Cooking could be the perfect solution. We are getting cooking ability outfit at the end of this month, and I think it should be the perfect way to convert overworld mats into astralites income. If they don't want to let us continue selling to Posy, they can also utilize the florawish greenhouse, make a new shop there, and then we can sell seeds on the florawish greenhouse instead of Posy without the bonus amount. So this could be an extra way to earn the astralites as well. Then I have several suggestions for UI and control overall, and this is again a lot of pain points that many players are having. First, building settings, the F10 button needs to be a sidebar that we can keep open and fixed at all times if we want to while we're building. It's annoying to open it every 2 seconds. Also, the building settings should also display only the settings pertaining to the object being selected. When I select a landscape item, I never know if it's furniture or structure, and I have to keep changing my settings twice. Also, would be nice to include a per axis movement control for the objects, like we have with Momo in the camera photo mode. This will make fine adjustments much easier, especially for controllers and mobile players. Also, let us axis rotate the structural items as well. We can do the free axis rotation on the furniture, and it's so much fun, so useful, and allows for so much creative builds. But we cannot do the free axis rotation on the structural pieces, which is a shame. I understand they have a collision, so we can step on them, but maybe remove the collision when it's being rotated, for example. Then let us toggle the grid visibility. Some people want to see the grids when they are building, and some people like me don't. I prefer invisible grid like it is today, but a lot of people have been complaining that they want to be able to see the grids, and maybe we could have a different highlight color when objects are overlapping, so we can have a better depth perception when we are placing objects. Let us activate immersive mode when building. Sometimes I really need Nikki and the UI to be fully invisible so I can plan and build properly. I know they are working on the visibility of the floral gliding, but I think it should be like a full-on immersive mode where I can hide the UI so I can see the panoramic of whatever I'm creating right now. Then for some fine-tuning for the home, these are extras. These are nice to have, but I wouldn't say they are as urgent as everything else that I just mentioned. So the urgent part is done in my opinion. For the fine-tuning, I would say let us water the plants of our linked islands. Let me help my friends in a more wholesome way, so I can visit my linked friends and water their plants for them when they are offline, or just to help them out. Also, let us invite multiple NPCs permanently, and maybe have hangouts or a friendship and bond system with the NPCs. And when I say NPCs, I do not mean Tokar, I mean Giovanni, Orin, Bettina, Adarina, the Banshee, and important NPCs, Nonoi, and so on. Then let us take pictures with Momo on our islands, and let us raise bugs as well. I want to use my bug catching ability on the house. I want to have honeybees to collect honey for cooking. I want to raise sokos, which we all love so much, and so on. Let us use our electricity ability outfit to fix lamps around our house to earn some extra astralites. Let us use the raft from the Starlit store on the islands and actually roll in the water, not just as a prop for the photos. Then let us make or place waterfalls if it's not possible yet. It's also a good idea to add a lookbook for the island schemes and codes that are not locked by region. We are also wondering, where is the terraforming brush that was shown in the previews? Is it going to be added in the future? Could we have a roadmap for that? Add weather to our island someday in the future. I'd love to have snow and fireworks as well. And remove the barrier between the zones. Maybe after we expand the entire island and unlock all of the zones, so we can make bridges over the river. Then I wanted to mention 3 specific bugs that I am not actually sure if they are bugs or if they are intended. So I included these 3 bugs here just in case they are intended. First, the lamps are not lighting up the environment, only the chandeliers. Second, the doors cannot be dyed. I tried to dye my doors on the walls and it doesn't work. I can dye everything in the game except for doors specifically. The game just doesn't let me save when I try to dye a door, even though I do have the sketch for it. And lastly, placement range for landscapes is not working. It's always on the far away setting. It's really difficult to place trees, brushes, and more that are landscape items. All of them are on far away placement range. Let me change the placement range to close and mid so I can place the terrain and landscape pieces properly. I feel like this is a bug, but just mentioning just in case. Also, let us craft the warm blossom tree. What if someone accidentally sells it? Or let us decorate with more than one if we want to. I feel like this is a bug as well. So this is everything I had written down for the home update. Overall, home update is great. It's working really well. It does have problems that need to be sorted, but I think it's a great start. And for just a gacha game, this passes all of my expectations for building mode. This is a lot better than I expected. I'm overall pretty happy with it, but I do think that the issues that I mentioned could be worked on to improve it and be even better, especially for mobile and PlayStation players as well. Now I wanted to mention everything else that I have compiled on the survey list that is not related to the home. So if you want to include some of these ideas as well on your surveys, feel free to, but overall the home stuff is done. It's all that I mentioned already. So first, new features section. One of my ideas that I really want them to do, this is full hoping of my part, and nobody suggested this, but I think it would be amazing, is that the bikes are great for speed, but this summoning animation is too slow. It makes me feel lazy, and I never use my bike because it takes so long to summon. So I thought, instead of asking for the bikes to have a quicker summoning animation, I actually want something else. I want a roller skates ability outfit, so I can skate around like Sakura card captors, make a roller skate and make it have a super quick instant animation so it's not boring and annoying to summon it, and then we can be super fast around the map but using the roller skates. Please, I just want that. This is full my personal desire, but I'm sure a lot of people would enjoy that. Then add a prop hunt permanent minigame event. You know how they just implemented the music, which is basically Guitar Hero minigame? They could also implement a prop hunt. If you never played prop hunt or you don't know what it is, it's similar to Wind Trace in Genshin Impact. You can transform yourself into objects like a barrel or a lamppost and hide around the map while one of the players tries to find everyone. Abilities should be dungeon and domain specific, not region specific. Let us explore freely. For example, let me use the gliding ability outfit in florawish. I know that the game was not done this way, so maybe florawish itself will be too difficult, but moving forwards for the next regions, let us use Momo, gliding, and every single ability everywhere just in the overworld, and then keep the specifics for the curial domains and challenges. Then let us dye Momo cloaks. We want to dye the Momo cloak so he can match our outfits. Also create a ballroom space for us to dance in co-op so we can give a proper use for our ball gowns and fancy outfits. I know we can create one of those in our island, but would be fun if we had a multiplayer map for dancing together. Not only that, but please add or move the Soire from the Serenity Island to the Sea of Stars so random people can see other outfits. The Soire would be much more used if it was in the Sea of Stars instead. If we had like this permanent runway of people showcasing their outfits, would be a lot more fun. Use the dye workshop to implement a new type of weekly minigame or tasks. These should award us with free dye prisms every week for free 4- and 5-star outfits. This could be a sustainable way to get more prisms for those people who love dyeing outfits. Also, minigames should reward dye prisms as well, and much more blings. This way we would have even more things to do. earn more prims, and have a meaningful way to use the minigames post completion. We currently, when we finish the minigame, you really don't have any reason to do it. The amount of blinks is too small to make it worth it. Now, for UI and gameplay balancing in general, I would like to start with the ethereal stars, starlit crystals, and the starlit store. So, in my opinion, ethereal stars should give you at least 100 starlit crystals. So, let me say I catch my free ethereal stars in a day, I should get 100 starlit crystals from that. This way, we don't need to do the Sea of Stars tasks every single day. Currently, the Sea of Stars daily tasks are very time consuming for those like me who are very busy and very annoying to do as well. We just do it for the Starlit Store, which is awesome. So it would be best if we could do it weekly only instead of every day. Then please ask a confirmation before we do a 10 poll in the banner to avoid accidental polling. Also, let us view all of the outfits evolutions in the evolution menu, not just the ones that you own. Also, let us view completed quests. Maybe this could be on the lore compendium. We also need more skin colors, just add a color wheel. We don't need free standardized skin colors, we need a color wheel. Enable us a way to see our friends' snapshots and take snapshots together. Improve the mirror level rewards to be more significant and meaningful. There is nothing as boring as leveling up to level 83 and getting 2 threads from it. And let us die in the ability setup customization of outfits. It's annoying to leave the setup to die something and then come back to continue your ability outfit customization. Lastly, I have a section about outfits, which is quite short. First, I would like to suggest creating a new free neutral palette for all of the outfits. 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars should have a free unlocked palette with true blacks, true whites, and true grays. Let us stack items like jackets and accessories. We know we can stack face masks and sunglasses since the release of the game. It's been a while, but let us stack socks or stack pants with dresses or other accessories as well. And that's it for all of the survey items that have been mentioned that I have received through my comments and some of my suggestions as well. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the next one.
Ryan Little.